Hey, it's Kibar 4.0. It hasn't even been a year, it's been like a month. But anyway, this video is about 24 things that I learned at 24 because I'm about to be 25 and or should I say 25? Well, depending on when you guys see this, June the 12th. But anyway, so here's 24 things that I learned at 24 in the year of 2020. Number one, technically you're the only person that stops you from doing something. So even if you feel tired or how many other excuses that you can come up with, you're technically the only person that's getting in the way of you doing something. Number two, procrastination usually comes from not the fact that you're lazy, well, I'll speak for myself, but due to insecurity or lack of confidence or not knowing how to do something. The best way to handle that procrastination is to make it easier for you to do that thing which you're fearing of doing, because most of the time I realized the reason why I procrastinated was because of fear, not knowing how to do something, and then when I did it, it was actually easier than I expected it to be, and I was like, I always do it all the time for no reason. Number three, I would say, is take risks regardless of what anyone else tells you. You know how people say this and people say that, you have to trust your intuition and take risks, because when you do that and it turns out really, really good, you'll be freaking happy. And if it turns out really, really bad, you'll learn from it and you'll grow from it. So either way, you end up winning. Now, take that with precaution. You don't always want to take risks at everything, but for the most part, when you want to do something, do it. You won't regret it. Things by yourself and get comfortable with being alone, because I think 2020 taught us all that, but it's really good to be your own person and do your own things, to really try to understand who you are, because the more that you do that, you come into your own being. You just start to realize more things about yourself that you wouldn't get if you just didn't do your own thing. Try things that scared you, because you get a lot of memories from it, and it builds character, and it makes you feel more confident to do that more. Number six, surround yourself around more people, but more so surround yourself around more people that you want to be in the way that if you want to own a business, surround yourself around more business people. But I say mostly to just surround yourself around people, because no matter what kind of people they are, but for the most part, when you're around people, you kind of learn more about yourself, because they bring out your personality and you learn different things about you. So I would say surround yourself around more people. Now, really, really early can actually be kind of fun and productive. I in this year, I was waking up a lot at 5 a.m. So I feel I had more time in my day, and even on Saturdays and Sundays now, I don't sleep past 10ish sometimes. So yeah, it's just you get a lot more done when you get up early. Be friends with people that inspire you. And I say this because I have really cool people around me in the virtual world who are doing big things, and whenever I hear about it, even if I feel I have a lot on my plate, it will inspire me and encourage me to push myself more. Don't ever get jealous of people's success and accomplishment, because baby girl, it's just not your season. And I really do mean that, because sometimes you're oh man, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and doing that, and nothing's working. But when you give it a little time, things start working in your favor and things start picking up for you. And when you just really be a cheerleader for other people and not be threatened or salty or petty by their success, then that will come toward you faster, because instead of being jealous of anyone else, you'll just be focused on more ways where you can make it work for you. Be very careful with your equipment, specifically your laptops, because if you hold them the wrong way and they break, those are your source of making money and getting your work done. So be careful. Be afraid of aging. I just hear a lot of people saying that the minute everyone turns 25, I have friends saying that, and they're I'm old. Birthday tomorrow, why did you tell me? Happy birthday. How old are you turning? I'm turning 25. 25? That's so old. It's not that old, actually. God, you're a dinosaur. I didn't know you were that old. But now being 24, going on 25, looking back at that, I'm just y'all are really stupid. You have a lot of life in front of you. Please sit down. Don't feel pressure you have to find your direction right away. I'll just say, take into consideration the things that you like doing, the things that you're passionate about, and just think how you could make an income from it. And also don't feel you have to follow the traditional route, but also don't feel you don't have to follow the traditional route, because people do these two things where they try to put the traditional way down, and then people try to put the new way down. They're oh, don't go to college and don't get a job. And then people are start your own business, and that's really hard. But that's also really hard. So know what you as a person want and find out what works best for you. Moving out was almost the best thing that I could have done for my soul, my heart, and my future. But it's not like something that is mandatory if you can't technically do it. Like, I would say work your way to do it and like get accomplished, but it doesn't make you like any lesser if you're like in your 20s and you haven't moved out yet. Some people are in that place. And also, if you have like a really cool household and everything's functional and going well, then who cares? When you move out, eventually you should take that leap, because like it'll mature and you'll grow. But like at the same time, you can't do it at the time. Just like work and like be making proactive decisions until you can. A lot of people say don't date until you're healed. I don't necessarily believe that. I feel like you're always going to be healing. I will say don't look for anyone else to pursue your happiness, but I do feel like certain people and being in certain relations do help you understand what you want and who you are and how you want your future to go. So honestly, that's just something that you have to really figure out yourself. Everything that you learned when you were younger probably won't align with your adult self. So don't feel guilty, shameful, bad when the younger you doesn't really align with the older you. Somehow they both will come to a place where it's harmonious. At the current stage, it might be a little bit of conflict because you're finding yourself, but also you're questioning everything that you was taught. Spend time with more people who are older than you, because you'll learn so much from them. And it's good to be around people that are older than you, because you can see life from a better perspective and you can get to where you need to go and you can have like more guidance. Friendships, relationships, however else kind of ships, they end, so don't get too hung up about it. Sometimes things fade, either because people become different people, or because most of us don't have that much time in this adult land, or because of whatever reason. Like, it's never really anyone's fault. It's not something that you should get hung up about. Like, relationships come and go. Like, you're gonna meet more amazing people, you're gonna lose amazing people. That's how it goes. Start a savings account and put money towards it. Spend more time with family and your siblings and your family. Like, if you have like a good relationship, like, don't neglect it. Spend time when you can, and don't get too caught up on like work and your goals. Spend time with people. One day you're gonna be able to look back on those moments and be like, hey, we have some really cool moments. Focus on your health. When I say health, it includes the mental and physical health of yourself. Like, exercise and reading and really making sure you're good in here. And in here is really important. Take time to reflect, take time to unplug from social media, take time to do whatever it is that you do, whether that's counseling, therapy, journaling, whatever self-care and self-help and just taking care of yourself looks like for you. Do that. I feel like a lot of people forget this or don't do it, but like really sanitize your phone, because we use it like every day throughout the day, and like we're touching it, and it's just like a touching device, and we wash our hands and we take our phones to bathrooms and to kitchens and we bring it every place. So sanitize your phone, you know, because ill. Learn more about taxes. Taxes are so hard, man, but I'm also learning about it, and it's like really cool. So if you're like a 1099 worker or you have a business, like taxes plays a part of like almost everything. So learn about taxes and learn how you can make deductions if you have a business, or just like learn about taxes. Trust me. I feel like this year I didn't really listen to as much music, and I don't feel bad about that, because I got a lot of things accomplished, and that wasn't a conscious choice to like not listen to music, but it was a conscious choice to be like more focused on like what I wanted to accomplish. 24, I'll make 24 this. There's like a lot of opportunities and like just a lot of opportunities out there. You just have to really be like looking for them. Like, I learned so many things, like how there's like so many grants available for businesses, or how you don't need to have like millions of subscribers to get like brand deals and work with companies, or like you don't have to technically have like a big clientele or portfolio to get like clients and to get bookings and to like just accomplish what you want to accomplish. So I would say go into whatever you wanted to accomplish with the mindset that there are a lot of opportunities out there. You just don't know what you don't know yet. So always be studying, always be researching, and learn to ask for help. That's probably a big thing that I suck at, that I feel like I'll work more on in this coming year. Learn to ask for help. There's probably like a lot of other things I have learned, but those were the top 24, and they were off the top of my head. I didn't write them down. A big thing I also did learn was that I have a problem with being consistent, but this year I was really consistent with my marketing business, and I'm proud of myself for that. So until next time, be the best version of you and make sure to live your life 4.0. I remembered it.